I must warn you, dear reader, that the tale I am about to recount is one of dark shadows and sinister entities. The events I am about to describe are rooted in the chilling reality of my own experience with the supernatural. Gather your courage, for this is the story of the odd child. It was a cold winter's night when I first encountered the odd child. The wind howled outside my window, adding an eerie soundtrack to the events that were about to unfold. I had heard whispers about this enigmatic figure, a child who seemed to possess unearthly abilities. The stories described her as an embodiment of darkness, being capable of controlling the minds of those unfortunate enough to cross her path. Curiosity overcame my apprehension, and I found myself drawn to investigate this mysterious presence. The trail led me to a small, desolate town on the outskirts of civilization. The air was heavy with an unnerving silence as I entered the eerie domain of the odd child. The streets were barren, devoid of life and color. It was as if the town itself had fallen under a malevolent spell, gripped by an invisible force that drained away all signs of vitality. The houses stood like hollow shells, their windows shattered and doors hanging off their hinges. Fear gripped my heart, but a sense of purpose pushed me forward. As I wandered through the forsaken streets, a distant giggle reached my ears. It was an otherworldly sound, a melody that chilled me to my very core. I followed the sound, guided by an unseen hand towards an old, dilapidated building at the heart of the town. Inside, darkness swallowed me whole. The only source of light came from the moon, casting an eerie glow through the broken windows. The air was thick with a foul stench, a mix of decay and despair. I took cautious steps, my every breath a struggle against the oppressive atmosphere. A sudden gust of wind extinguished my only source of light, plunging me into pitch-black darkness. Panic set in, my heart racing as I groped blindly in search of an exit. That's when I heard her voice, a soft, chilling whisper that echoed through the void.
"Welcome,"
she said, a word slithering into my mind like a venomous serpent.
"You seek me, and now you shall face the consequences."
I felt a presence, an invisible force enveloping me. It was as if 1,000 eyes were watching my every move. Desperation surged within me as I struggled against the grip of an unknown power. I had walked into her trap, and now I was at her mercy. With a flicker of movement, the odd child materialized before me. Her features were ethereal, yet twisted and distorted. Her eyes glowed with an unholy light, revealing a depth of darkness that defied comprehension. She smiled, her lips stretching unnaturally across her face, revealing rows of razor-sharp teeth.
"You are brave.
She hissed, her voice tinged with amusement.
Or perhaps just foolish. It matters not, for your fate is sealed."
Her words sent shivers down my spine, but I refused to surrender to the terror that threatened to consume me. With a surge of defiance, I summoned all my strength and challenged her. "What do you want from me?" I demanded, my voice quivering with a mix of fear and determination. The odd child's laughter filled the room, a chilling chorus that resonated in my soul.
"I want nothing,"
she replied, her voice a whisper that echoed in the darkness.
"I am but a reflection of your deepest fears, a mirror to your own darkness. Embrace me, and you shall be free."
Her words struck a nerve within me. I realized then that the odd child was not merely a separate entity, but a manifestation of my own inner demons. She fed off my fears, my insecurities, and sought to consume me entirely. It was a battle against myself, a struggle to reclaim control over my own mind. Summoning every ounce of willpower, I resisted the lure of her words. I refused to succumb to the darkness that threatened to engulf me. But the odd child was relentless, unleashing a torrent of haunting visions and unsettling whispers aimed at breaking my resolve. As the onslaught intensified, I fought back with equal ferocity. I delved into the depths of my own psyche, confronting the fears that had plagued me for so long. It was a painful journey, confrontation with the darkest corners of my soul. Yet, with each fear faced and overcome, the grip of the odd child weakened. The room began to shift, the darkness receding, and a glimmer of light pierced through the cracks. The odd child's form wavered, her power waning. It was a battle of wills, and I was determined to emerge victorious. Finally, with one last surge of defiance, I shouted, "You are not real. You are but a figment of my own imagination." The odd child let out a blood-curdling scream, cry of frustration and defeat. Her form dissipated like smoke, vanishing into the abyss from whence she came. The oppressive atmosphere lifted, and the room was flooded with a warm, comforting light. I stood there, breathless and victorious. The odd child had been banished, and I had emerged from the depths of my own fears stronger than ever before. The town itself seemed to awaken from its dormant state, as if released from the clutches of a malevolent force. I left that accursed place, forever changed by the encounter. The odd child had been a terrifying reminder of the power that fear holds over us, but also a testament to the strength we possess within ourselves to overcome it. Years have passed since that fateful night, and I still carry the scars of the battle. But they serve as a constant reminder of the darkness I have conquered and the resilience of the human spirit. The odd child may forever linger in the shadows of my memory, but I walk in the light, unyielding in the face of fear. So, dear reader, heed my warning. Beware the lure of your own fears, for they have the power to manifest and consume you. Embrace the light within, confront your demons, and let not the odd child of your own making take hold of your soul.